The last movement starts out very joyfully. You say to yourself, finally Tchaikovsky's enjoying life and happy, a very positive ending. We talked about the ominous first movements of the Beethoven Fifth becoming triumphant. Well, here we have an ominous first movement of the Tchaikovsky Fourth being triumphant. But no, in his letters he says it's not joyful, but it's looking to the other people's joy. So you can say, oh, isn't it wonderful? They're joyful. And isn't it nice to see their joy? That leads us directly into the second part, which is the folk song played by the woodwinds initially. After that, the first joyous theme comes in. And then it goes to the next joyous section, which is the same feeling, I think, as the opening, but with a more prominent role for the lower brass. Again, Tchaikovsky brings us back to the folk material. The horns play it. And then, in a kind of ominous way, the trombones and tuba play this in the lowest register, while the violins are playing these really kind of violent scales. After that, the folk theme comes in the most lighthearted way of all. The woodwinds are playing piano, and the strings just play these little short notes to complement the beautiful melody. That doesn't last long. Immediately we're back into the drama of this last movement, and we have this wonderful conversation between the woodwinds and the strings. So the strings play a scale, and then the woodwinds play, they're trading off scales, they're trading, and we're back to the beginning. Exactly the same material. I mean, to me, very joyous. The second part of it, the strings now have the honor of playing the folk song. And it grows, and it grows. The brass play it. And it continues to get exciting and exciting, and then what do you think is going to happen? The great moment of the end? No. The fate motive comes back. And so the fate motive comes back in a remarkable way. Many people, when they conduct this, prepare that fate motive. In other words, they make it retard, they slow down. And I think that's a mistake. I think Tchaikovsky was building this frenzy, this excitement, and then abruptly he changes character and this ominous fate motive is looking over your shoulder. As in the first one, the fate motive makes a decrescendo, but this time, instead of the clarinet and bassoon extending it to go to the second theme, the strings do with this kind of very poignant. And then we have this carnival starts. The horns start. The strings and woodwinds come in. Horns again. And it goes back and forth. And we had these cascading scales between the strings and the woodwinds. The carnival's at hand. We do the whole material from the beginning. It has the most glorious ending, as I mentioned earlier, with cymbal crashes galore, and obviously a tremendous ending for this magnificent symphony.